Who knows what else the future may hold?
Don't worry, Momo. New adventures, new stories. There's so much to look forward to.
Retribution! My child is so inside!
I'm scared! Help her! Somebody help us! This desolation. No one deserves this. I wish the world was free of disasters, so everyone can thrive. This is...
Nikki, what's wrong?
Just now, I had a dream. I saw something happen in another place. Maybe it's connected to this painting.
Strange. It wasn't there in the Sea of Stars, right? Where did it come from?
The Sea of Stars leads to countless worlds. Maybe this could be a portal to one of them? But how did a link like this just appear out of nowhere?
Whoa! It's Dark Essence!
Oh no, this world is being corrupted. Momo, we should take a look. Maybe we'll get some answers about my dream, too. This place, it feels like a different world.
Artist Nikki!
Momo, I think someone's calling me.
Artist Nikki!
You're right. Someone's calling Artist Nikki?
Artist Nikki? An artist? It reminds me of the dream I had. In it, I was painting.
Maybe it's connected to that dream.
Artist Nikki!
Hey, Nikki! The voice is coming from across the river. It sounds like they're looking for you. Should we go and check it out?
Okay, it sounds like she knows me. Maybe we can ask her to tell us a little about this world. Look, there's a bamboo raft. Momo, we can use it to get across. completely different from Wishfield. But it's beautiful.
Yeah. And there are no signs of dark essence either.
The raft can't go any further.
Huh? Then what do we do?
Don't worry, Momo. We can walk across using the stones on the surface.
Nikki, that rock. Those rocks, they turned into a painting.
What's going on? An anomaly caused by contamination? This is so strange. The rocks were perfectly fine before. How come they're like a painting now? It's like they faded.
Who knows? Luckily you're okay, Nikki. But are we trapped here?
Don't worry, Momo. Let me think. These stones, it's like their colors have been drained. If only I could paint the lost colors back. Maybe I can acquire an ability outfit and use it to turn the ink marks back into stones.
Artist Nikki, where are you? The Inkville Festival is starting! Nikki! Artist Nikki! Here! And here! It's me, Xiaoma! Here! Artist Nikki, I finally found you! Don't move! Let me take a good look at you. Yeah. Okay, no injuries. Seeing you come from so far away gave me a fright. As the eye-dotting artist, it's your brushwork that brings Long to life during the Yingren Festival. We can't let anything happen to you.
Don't worry, I'm okay. You sounded so worried. How long have you been looking for me?
Not too long, just half the day. Everyone in the village was busy setting up for the festival. We were all wishing for joyful and unending Yingren. Then, poof! Our eye-dotting artist disappeared. You were gone the whole day. Everyone panicked, and I was terrified that something happened to you.
Sorry I scared everyone.
Let me guess. You ran off to the mountains to gather inspiration again, right?
Yup, that's it. You sure know me well.
Of course! I'm practically your junior. Even though Miss Cui hasn't officially taken me on, I sit by the window every day, listening to her teach you. Every brushstroke you've made, I've studied. I'm still a long way off, but give me a few more years and Miss Cui will have to accept me.
You've been working hard, Xiaoma. Maybe Miss Cui will accept you in a year or two.
I'll do my best. Nikki, you're so different today. Normally you're so quiet and serious, but now you're saying such sweet things.
While I was out sketching, I must have had some new insights. So I've just got more to say.
I get it. Just like Miss Cui taught. Something like, with fortune the heart awakens. From this, wisdom is born. Anyway, it's a good change. Artist Nikki, let's head to the village. The festival is about to begin.
Xiaoma, this year, is there anyone you want to form an Inkville with?
What? I've got a whole list. Yu Jiang and Miss... Oh no. I haven't gotten all the materials for my ink. Gifts yet. Artist Nikki, wait here. I'll be back super fast. Speaking of which, my mom often says, when I was 2, I could barely walk, but I kept trying to shove a shell ball into your arms. I insisted that you and I form a union of fate. And that shell ball still hangs by my bed to this day. Let me see. I still need some pouch grass.
I have some. Here.
Thanks, Artist Nikki. If I have any spare, I'll ask the artisans to make some extra for your Inuan gift too.
Xiaoma, why do you want to form an Inuit with so many people?
Oh, my mom always says, forming a Inuan is like growing flowers. Everyone has their own way. Some people say quality over quantity. You only need a few seeds nurtured with care. And when they bloom, they bring lots of joy. But I like planting tons of them. All kinds of flowers. I want my garden to be full and lively. What about you, Artist Nikki?
I think I'm more like you. I love meeting and making connections with lots of people. I feel like every flower blooms slightly differently. And every Inuan teaches me something new.
Exactly. Different ways of growing different flowers, different people telling different stories, makes life interesting. All set. I couldn't have done it this fast without your pouch grass. And your company. I had so much fun chatting with you. Here, Artist Nikki, these are all for you. Everyone's either busy sewing new clothes or preparing their Inuan gifts. My mom says the artisans making Shangbao, Tuanshan, and Ronghua have been working non-stop lately.
Tuanshan, Ronghua, and Xiangbao, they all have such beautiful meanings.
My mom says that too. That's why everyone loves gifts. Everyone, over here! I found Artist Nikki!
Artist Nikki!
Thank goodness, you're back. Artist Nikki. Whew. Thanks to Long, you're finally back. You've been gone all day. Everyone in Inkville has been so worried about you.
Sorry, I didn't expect my sketching trip to take so long. Sorry to worry everyone.
You've always been like this ever since you were little. Whenever you pick up a brush, you get completely sucked in.
The old books say, teachers shape us, but true insight comes from within. Nikki is the eye-dotting artist now, all thanks to her passion. This time, she has returned with even more energy. Nikki must have had some amazing insight amidst the landscapes of Danqing Island.
You're too kind. I still have much to learn in the world of art, though.
And as for Momo, well, he looks even more refined and adorable.
Yeah, when you're out and about, you've got to take care of yourself, right?
Well said. Eating well is a top priority, and Momo's never been one to skip out on food. Last time he came to my house, he ate 10 whole plates of barbecue. Luckily, we were able to afford it all. Oh, Ping Ping and the others have been looking for you for a while. I should go tell them you're back. Ping Ping! Artist Nikki is back!
Thank goodness! Artist Nikki, you're back and you're safe.
You. When you left, I said to grab an umbrella from the stall, but you said it would only be a short trip. Now look, you've been gone for ages. You won't believe it, but Ping Ping's been talking about you non-stop since you left. She even got distracted from her sewing.
Ling, please don't pick on me. Artist Nikki, now that you're back, I was thinking, before the festival starts, I want to be the first to form a yin yuan with you. A xiangbao, a ronghua, and a tuanshan. I brought one of each. I wasn't sure which one you'd like, so I brought them all. Here you go, Artist Nikki. Pick one. Take your pick. As the elders say, fate is guided by the heavens. Any path you take will lead to its own story. Reunion in hand, longing in sway. I'll pick this one. Thanks, Ping Ping.
Oh my, Ping Ping, your craftsmanship's really improved. This is so pretty.
This is a special gift I made just for Artist Nikki. I put my whole heart into it.
Right. Say, that reminds me. Miss Cui placed an order with the Ronghua artisans blue, green, and scarlet, to prepare the Yingren gift. They should be finished by now. Artist Nikki, since you're here, why not go pick them up and take them to the eye-dotting stage? Miss Cui probably doesn't know you're back. She may still be worried.
Sure, I'll go now and deliver them to Miss Sway. Everyone... the village is so nice. They even gave me Inuan gifts.
Looks like you're quite the star here, artist Nikki. Everyone really likes you.
The world is beautiful. How could it be touched by dark essence? Momo, I'll keep speaking with the villagers while posing as artist Nikki. Let's look into the truth behind it all.
Scarlet, the red dye's almost out. Quickly mix another batch. Green, pick up the pace with the shaping. We can't afford to delay these festival orders.
More and more people are hoping to form Yunyuan. The three of us can't do it on our own. We really need to choose an apprentice soon. Plenty of people want to learn. I'm sure we'll find a good one.
Artisans Blue, Green, and Scarlet, I'm here.
Speak of the devil, a potential apprentice.
Lots of folks in the village want to learn to make ronghua, but if you ask me, Nikki's still the best fit. She's so calm and steady. Back when we taught the children, she was the best at every step. Cutting, steaming, shaping. Nikki did it all perfectly.
Of course she was. Nikki's great at everything.
I wanted to take you on as my apprentice and pass down my craft, but your heart was set on painting. You were barely waist-high back then, following Sui Yangheng around. As soon as she put a brush in your hand, you became enraptured.
Sui would stand at the village entrance calling for you. You were so focused on painting, you wouldn't even hear.
Back then, I was just a kid, always making Miss Sui worry. But now, I'm all grown up.
You were just a tiny little thing when she found you and brought you home. But in the blink of an eye, you're all grown up. You've even become an eye-dotting artist, about to perform your first eye-dotting ceremony. Time really flies.
But you all haven't changed a bit. You're still so full of energy. If anything's changed, it's that your skills have gotten even better. Even though we're not officially master and apprentice, I've always regarded all three of you as my mentors.
Look at you, so sweet. Such a good kid. How did I let Sui steal you back then? Ah, such a shame. A true shame.
I missed my chance, but even though Sui Yangheng can be a bit unreliable, she's actually a great mentor. Since you became the eye-dotting artist, she's been going around the village treating people to meals just so she can brag about her wonderful apprentice.
She's ordered quite a few ronghua this time. She said she wants to give them away during the Inyuan festival, to help everyone form Inyuan. It's also a little celebration for you.
We're actually here to pick up her ronghua.
Here they are, all the ronghua she ordered. It's your first time as an eye-dotting artist at the festival. Don't worry, just be yourself. And if anything happens, just find your teacher. She may act indifferent, but she cares about you more than anyone else.
I understand. Thanks so much, you three. I'm sure Miss Sui is getting worried, so I'll head back now. I'll pop in again someday.
All right, take care on your way back.
Hearing the three artisans talk about the past, I could almost see it unfold before me. Miss Sui must have been such a kind and wonderful person.
Yeah, Nikki, let's hurry and deliver the ronghua. I really want to meet her too.
The umbrella looks faded. It's not new, right? Clearly, it's been mixed in with old stuff. Back of the storeroom, get a new umbrella wrapped in red silk. Swap it out. Little troublemaker, you're finally back.
I thought you were busy with the Inuan festival, so I came back a little later to avoid bothering you. I didn't think you'd still be worried about me.
Well said. But now that you're grown, you don't even think about your teacher. Strange things have been happening. It rained again last night, and I spent the whole night looking for you. I couldn't find you, and my umbrella got blown away. It was such a good umbrella, too.
I got held up on the way back. But look, I went straight to Artisan Blue when I got back and picked up the ronghua you ordered.
Right, yeah. So for the sake of these Ronghua, can you forgive us this once, teacher?
That's rare. I expect slick talk from Momo, but you're usually as quiet as a mouse. Why so quick with your words today? Since you're back, let's familiarize you with the eye-dotting stage. Time flies. I still remember the first time you picked up a brush. Your hands were shaking nervously. You couldn't even properly handle the simplest tracing. But you were stubborn. No tears or complaints. You just gripped that brush and bit by bit, stroke after shaky stroke, your work started shaping up.
Because you patiently taught me, even though I was a mess.
It's not that I was patient. It's that you had an obsession with painting that I couldn't ignore. Remember when they were picking the eye-dotting artist? When asked to hand in a painting, you stared at the paper for days. You ran off saying you needed inspiration and vanished for a whole week. I ran all over Inkville looking for you. Then, on the evening of the 7th day, you came back quiet as ever, scroll in hand, and gave it to me like nothing happened. That's when I knew. You've got the talent, sure, but it's your heart that really sets you apart. Who else could be the eye-dotting artist, if not you?
Without your guidance, I wouldn't be here today, let alone an eye-dotting artist.
You know you weren't easy to raise. Your painting won top marks, but back then, you were a sullen little thing. During the final mock eye-dotting ceremony, right here on the stage, I was so nervous that I broke into a sweat. I was terrified you'd slip up on that last, crucial stroke.
But instead, I nailed that stroke, didn't I?
Yes, you nailed it. When your heart is in the painting, that energy is channeled through the brush. That's something no one can teach you. Still, being good at painting isn't enough. You need a steady heart, too. An eye-dotting artist is responsible for inviting Long to witness new Yinyuan being forged. You must memorize and follow the ceremony's steps with no room for error. When the Yinyuan festival begins, Miss Bai will lead the opening dance. Then it will be time. You'll step onto the stage, and when you dot Long's eyes in the painting, you must clear your mind and focus. The moment you finish and Long's eye lights up, the ceremony will be complete.
Miss Sui, I've got this.
Take this. It's a little something for good luck as the new eye-dotting artist. I know I just went through a lot of rules. I'm just worried you'll miss some details. More than anything, though, as your mentor, I just want you to do your best. Don't let the nerves get to you. Whatever happens, I'll be right here. All right. Enough going over the ceremony. Don't forget to enjoy the festival, too. Go pick out a good spot. Miss Bai and the others are about to perform. Let me take a look. What were those monsters? They scared me half to death.
When the monsters charged at us, my knees nearly gave out. This old body almost couldn't handle it. Thank goodness for you, Artist Nikki. Counting that time I fell in the mountains, you've saved my life twice now.
We were lucky this time, but please, don't rush ahead like that again. You too, Artist Nikki. Take care of yourself.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. In times like these, the eye-dotting artist needs to step up.
Thank goodness.
Miss Bai!
Miss Bai has been painstakingly rehearsing this performance for weeks. She even altered the outfits herself, stitch by stitch. And now, for something like this to happen.
Same with my daughter. Miss Bai told her to enunciate clearly, and she ended up practicing all night. Now, months of effort, all wasted.
The show was meant to bring joy to the village. Even if they only got through part of it, if it brought out even one smile, it was worth it. As for me, as the painting guardian, I'm supposed to oversee the festival. I should have noticed something was off, but I failed. It's a good thing you stepped in, Nikki. Who knows how bad it could have been. When we invited you to take the stage, it was just meant to be ceremonial. We never expected something like this, but you handled it all so well. We've always known your skill with a brush, but your talent in battle, it's also impressive. When did you learn that?
Well, when you travel and gather inspiration, things happen. After enough surprises, you kind of pick things up.
I see. So that's it. During rehearsals, you seemed a little stiff, but today everything just flowed. I suppose you've been putting in a lot of effort behind the scenes?
Right. I knew I couldn't let everyone down, and I definitely couldn't hold Miss Bai back. So I practiced a lot.
Today your hard work really paid off. You've more than earned your title as this year's eye-dotting artist.
All right. Enough with the chit-chat. It's nearly time. Let's go. Nikki, take the stage and dot the I.
The ink is fading!
How is this happening?
How could it be? Did the eye-dotting fail?
What? Something disappeared again. Just like those stones earlier.
Since it's the same strange phenomenon, maybe I can use my traditional Danqing painting ability to restore things here.
They're back! Everything that turned to ink really came back! Artist Nikki, you're incredible!
You really are an artist.
In all my years, I've never seen a power like that.
But a failed eye-dotting. Has that ever happened in our village before?
That's bad. They say, when long remains blind, misfortune follows close behind.
Misfortune. Wait, could that explain the strange things that have been happening?
Even Artist Nikki failed to dot Long's eye. Could it mean...
Nikki, do you think the failed eye-dotting is related to those rumors going around?
I'm not sure what they've been saying, but after the eye-dotting failed, and the tables and chairs turned to ink, I felt like something connected. Miss Sui must know more about what's been going on. Momo, let's go find her and ask.
I've checked the eastern and southern sides. Nothing else has turned to ink.
Thank you for trying, Miss Sui. I inspected the other areas. There were also no issues.
Strange things. These days, it's one after the other.
Miss Sui, Miss Bai,
Come now. It's just one failed eye-dotting. There's no need to look so down. Everyone knows it's not your fault.
Still, I'm the eye-dotting artist. And everyone in Inkville's been looking forward to the Inyuan festival so much. For something to go wrong now, it's hard not to worry. Miss Sui, do you have any idea why it failed?
Over the past few centuries, nothing like this has ever occurred. Even I don't know the cause yet. You've devoted yourself so fully to your art. It's no wonder you haven't noticed. But for over a decade, strange things have been troubling the village. At first, things were just going missing. Everyone assumed they were thefts until someone saw it happen. The objects simply dissolved into ink right before their eyes. Later on, the brush artisan Meng Xiuzhu disappeared. Everyone searched, but he was never found. Since then, there have been stories of people vanishing after being caught in the rain.
Missing items, missing loved ones. Naturally, people got scared, so scary tales began to spread.
Yes, and in recent years, the rains have grown heavier and more frequent, and strange things are also more common. Now, even the eye-dotting ceremony has been disrupted. No wonder people are so anxious.
To think all of this has been happening for over a decade, and no one has a proper explanation.
When things defy ordinary understanding, I can't help but wonder if something's wrong with the Long who watches over Danqing Island.
But nothing strange has happened to the pagoda. It remains inside, and only occasionally appears on Long Peak, just as before.
True, but that's why it's so strange. No one has ever actually seen the Long travel between those two places. Maybe the Long Pagoda holds secrets we've yet to uncover.
I can't rest until we find the reason the eye-dotting failed. Please, let me go to the Long Pagoda and see for myself. There might be some answers there.
If that's what you want, then let me accompany you. If anything dangerous happens, we'll be better off together.
That would be great. Miss Bai knows the Long Pagoda well. With the two of you together, I'll be less nervous.
No time to waste. Let's head there now.
The Inyuan Festival is the most anticipated event, and now it's been ruined. I can't imagine how disappointed everyone is.
You shouldn't dwell on this. It's not your fault. Besides, the interruption of the Yinyuan Festival may be fate in its own way.
Fate? What makes you say that?
The Yinyuan we form are precious, but every Yinyuan carries the weight of parting, change, and sorrow. This unexpected instant may give folks a pause for thought, sparing them from tying knots they may later come to regret.
Help, Miss Bai. Have you experienced something like that?
People come and go, colliding and breaking apart. It's simply that I've seen too much of the world.
Miss Bai, have you ever seen Long?
Never with my own eyes. The Long painting used on Yinyuan festivals is kept on the lowest floor of the pagoda. I come for it before every ceremony, but if Long chooses not to appear, even the painting guardian can't see it. According to the village elders, Long has been with us since the founding of our village. In the early days, Long would descend to celebrate the Yinyuan festival with us. But for nearly a century now, Long has remained secluded within the pagoda.
These red ribbons.
The villagers believe these ribbons are formed from the ties that bind us, So long as there are Yinyuan, the red ribbons endure. The Long Pagoda didn't look like this before. One day, without warning, red ribbons suddenly began to wrap around it. At first, they were as thin as threads, then slowly they multiplied, twisting and curling, until they became like this.
This is...
Nikki!
We just came back from the Long Pagoda.
Are you all right? When you suddenly showed up with Momo and Miss Bai, I was worried sick.
We're fine.
All I remember is touching the pagoda entrance, then hearing Long's roar. After that, everything went blank.
I felt the same. Either Long refused to meet us, or something happened to it.
Well, so much for hoping Long could help us.
It's okay. If that path's closed, we'll start with the strange things in the village.
That determined look of yours. You wear the same one when you're painting. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. Miss Bai and I have been going over everything we know. The most unusual things happened over the past few months. I tried to look into them. I even collected rain from the places where the tales began, but found nothing useful. Miss Bai and I just reviewed everything we know. Take a look. As you heard, the first person affected was the brush artisan, Meng Xiuzhu. He vanished 10 years ago, and his family struggled ever since. I'll be heading to his home soon to check in on his foster daughter, Fu Ling. Poor girl.
Right before he disappeared, someone saw something turn into ink. The shock left them completely bedridden for days. Since then, 3 more strange incidents happened. Just 2 days ago, Uncle Go's hoe suddenly turned to ink. I visited his house, but didn't find anything else unusual. Something similar happened to the healer, Yun. A box of keepsakes from her late mother, Yunyang, dissolved into ink before her eyes.
Her mother passed away a while ago, and now without her keepsakes, she's very upset. She hasn't seen a patient in days.
Also, the Liu family's little girl hasn't been seen in days. Everyone is saying she's likely gone missing, just like Meng Xiuzhu and the others.
These stories are all strange. We'll need to investigate each one and find a way to resolve them.
You're right. Artist Nikki, I'd like to help with your investigation. Where do you want to go first?
Let's head to Uncle Go's place first. It happened recently, so the clues might still be fresh.
All right. Since Miss Bai is going with you, I can rest a little easier. I'll visit Meng's family to check in on them. If you find anything, meet me later by the bridge behind the village.
Sang-zi, you stole my hoe. Now give it back.
Cut it out, Guardo. Who would want that busted old thing?
You stole it.
Ridiculous!
You?
Please, calm down. There's no need to get so worked up. Just talk this out.
No one can calm us down. Wait. Artist Nikki? And Miss Bai?
You two are so in sync.
Miss Bai, didn't you stop by just a few days ago?
I did, but I've come back. I wanted to show Nikki your hoe. Uncle Go, why are you arguing with Uncle Jean again?
It's all because of that hoe. Perfect. You two can help settle this.
Okay, we're listening.
Jin Zhangzi's hoe broke recently, that much I know. But today I saw him out with a new one. It looked real familiar, so I took a closer look. Sure enough, I smelled a floral scent that only comes from my yard. Everyone knows I've got a sharp sense of smell. I'm definitely right. So I'm certain he stole my hoe. And this whole turning into ink thing, just some nonsense he cooked up to cover his tracks.
Hey! I stay quiet for 1 second and you just spew nonsense, huh? Sure, my old hoe was broken, but the one I've got now is definitely the one I found at home this morning. I thought, since it was inside the house, it must have been bought by either my wife or my daughter Zien. So I just used it. Then this guy storms in, yelling that I stole it.
You took it, and you didn't ask.
Quit making stuff up!
You...
Gentlemen, arguing like this won't solve anything. Please, calm down.
Uncle Go, Uncle Jin, please listen to Miss Bai and take a deep breath. We don't even know if the turning to ink thing is real. As for the hoe, maybe it's just a mix-up. How about you let us look into it? Once we figure out the truth, we'll lay it out for both of you.
Gordo, you hear that? The truth isn't even out, so don't go pointing fingers! You!
Jin Zhangzi, are you going to keep arguing here forever? If I spot even one weed in the field, you're in for it!
Xiaoxian, right away.
Artuo, go home and make the Shangbao.
Taiping? Yeah. Yes.
Whoa! A real case of there's always a bigger fish?
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai. Sorry about that.
So embarrassing. Those two are such a pain. They're probably sworn enemies from a past life who kept it going in this one.
Enemies from a past life?
Even if they were, there's no rule saying they can't get along in this life. From what I just heard, I think I've got the gist of things. Uncle Go's hoe turned to ink, and Uncle Jin suddenly had a hoe appear out of nowhere. Auntie Taiping, I'd like to start with the hoe at your place. Would you mind showing us?
No problem. Follow me.
If I hadn't already promised to meet up with the girls at the music hall, I'd gladly pitch in. I'll need to leave it up to you two.
Okay, leave it to Miss Bai and me.
Whoa! Just like the raft from before. This hole looks like it came out of a painting.
But it hasn't completely disappeared. Maybe I can use my Danqing ability to restore it. Auntie Taiping, I tried restoring the hoe. Can you take a look? Does it belong to Uncle Go?
That's it, without a doubt. You've become quite impressive, Nikki. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Actually, I wanted to ask, before the hoe changed, did anything strange happen?
Nothing I can think of. It changed overnight. When morning came, it looked completely different.
Just like before, this turning into ink thing happens with no warning. Miss Sui and I tried to find a pattern before, but nothing.
At least we know Uncle Jin's hoe and Uncle Go's inked hoe aren't the same hoe.
So then, where did Uncle Jin's hoe come from? All these mix-ups are making my head spin.
No idea. Usually things will go missing, but this is the first time that something's just appeared out of nowhere.
Since Uncle Jin said he found the hoe at his house, why don't we go check it out? Maybe we'll spot something useful.
Yes. Let's go.
Miss Ziyan, it's rare to catch you at home. Are you off today?
Yes, you could say that. Speaking of rare, it's not every day I see you and artist Nikki together. What brings you two here?
Uncle Jean told us he found an extra hoe in the house this morning. You didn't happen to buy it, did you?
No, it wasn't me. And I don't think my mother bought it either.
Weird. How could it have just popped in out of thin air?
Nikki, did you say my father and Uncle Go got into another fight?
It was just a misunderstanding. Uncle Go smelled flowers on that hoe and assumed he stole it. That's how it all started. But we already restored the hoe, which proves your father didn't take anything. Once we get to the bottom of this, we'll clear things up between them.
Those two.
I understand your concern. The grudge between Uncle Go and your father didn't start yesterday. For them, making peace won't be easy.
But what I don't get is, my father actually respects him.
Huh? Really? That's not the vibe I got at all.
You don't know this, but every time I buy one of Uncle Go's Zhengbao, even if Dad grumbles and sneezes, he still asks to take a closer look. He just can't swallow his pride. The moment he runs into Uncle Go, he gets all wound up and says awful things. And Uncle Go's no better. We've tried talking to them over and over, but nothing ever changes. My mother says they were sworn enemies in a past life, and honestly, I believe her.
Harboring ill will in a past life will haunt the present one. Grudges form easily but are hard to resolve. Going from that to harmony is even harder.
I still believe that even if they were enemies in a past life, this life is a brand new start. Who knows what might change given the right chance?
New possibilities. Easier said than done.
Maybe what they really need is the right moment. When that time comes, maybe they'll finally sit down and talk things out.
The right moment. Thank you, Nikki. As for my father and Uncle Go, I'll keep thinking about it.
No need to thank us. But now we're back to square one. Where do we go from here?
That hoe couldn't have really appeared out of thin air, right?
I have a hunch. There should be one other person who knows where it came from.
Do you mean... the person who used it? You mean we should ask Uncle Jean again?
Uncle Jean. Sorry to be blunt, but he's not the most detail-oriented man. I doubt we'll get much out of him.
That's right. He didn't even know where that hoe came from. He just picked it right up and used it.
So that means... the hoe seller. The person who sold the hose would definitely know where it came from and where it was heading.
Exactly. If I remember correctly, the only person in the village who deals in farming tools is Wu Dalang. When it's daytime, we could go ask him at his stall.
Good idea. Nikki, when it's daytime, let's go to Wu Dalang's stall to look for it.
Yup. Huh. Huh.
The sun is warm and the fields grow long. Scythes, hoes, and sickles for the price of a song. Need a tool? Don't dare stall. Old Dalang has it all. Oh, if it isn't Miss Bai and artist Nikki. A sight for sore eyes. If it's a farming tool you're after, I'll find the perfect one for you.
I like your sales pitch. I'm almost tempted to buy something. How much bling for a hoe?
Nikki, we're not here for a shopping spree. Focus on the task at hand.
I just got swept up in the moment. Mr. Wu, we're here to ask you about a hoe.
Oh, I was wondering why you two were here. I thought our little artist might be interested in some farming tools for her paintings. Well, you've come to the right place. I know exactly who's bought them, who's broken them, who's mended them, and who's lost them in the village. Just ask Dalang.
Classic Mr. Wu. We actually want to ask, has anyone recently bought a hoe?
A hoe? Well, the only person to buy one lately was that young lad Dulan Hui. Wait, actually he came twice. About a week ago. He said the hoe he bought from me was working so well, he wanted another one just like it. I looked for ages and dug up the last one. Then a few days later, he came back for another one. I had to tell him he'd have to wait for me to make a whole new one.
Dulan Hui. Wait, isn't that Uncle Go's son?
What? Oh, wow. This is getting confusing now.
If it were someone else, it wouldn't be a big deal. But since it's Uncle Go's son, I can't help but feel that the hoe at Uncle Jin's place is the same one Lan Hui bought.
Well then, it looks like we'll need to ask Dulan Hui a few more questions. I just don't know if he's at home or at the stall.
Oh, I actually ran into him earlier, in the woods by Uncle Jin's place. He was pacing around all alone, brows furrowed. No idea what he was worried about.
Thanks, Mr. Wu. We'll head there now.
You won't believe. The other day, I went around the mountain to try and find a way up. I didn't find a path, but I did spot a white figure floating by. It was so mysterious.
I've told you, the backside of the mountain is dangerous these days. Why would you go there alone again?
I was just passing by and couldn't resist. Huh? Nikki and Miss Bai? Fancy running into you here.
Lan Hui, why are you with Miss Zian?
I was just... Oh, I heard my dad and Uncle Zin arguing again, but I wasn't there when it started, so I came to ask Miss Zian.
So, what brings you here this time?
I'll get straight to it. Lan Hui, that extra hoe at Uncle Jin's place, you bought it from Mr. Wu, right?
Oh no, I forgot about him. Well, that's... actually...
Seems I can't hide it anymore. Nikki, Miss Bai, I'm sorry. Earlier, I lied. You guessed right. After hearing that our hoe was broken, Lan Hui went and bought us a new one. I didn't dare tell my parents. I brought it home quietly and hid it somewhere no one would notice. But before I could come up with an excuse, my father found it. And, well, you know the rest.
I see. No wonder you kept quiet. With Uncle Jin's temper, if he found out the hoe came from Lan Hui.
We thought the same. But in the end, it just led to yet another argument, and Sion had to go out of her way to help me cover it up. It all went so wrong.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Lan Hui. But now that things have come this far, I think it's time we tell Uncle Go and Uncle Jin the truth.
You're right, of course. But what Zian and I are worried about is how to tell them while also keeping them calm.
Don't worry. How about you just start by telling us how the bad blood between your fathers started?
Yes. If we can figure out the root of the problem, maybe we can actually fix it.
Really, it's all just a bunch of small misunderstandings. When we first moved here, my dad gave Uncle Jin a xiong bao as a gift. Nobody knew it would make him sneeze for over a week. It only cleared up thanks to Miss Chow, the healer.
Also, my father does singing exercises early in the morning. Most folks don't mind. Some even like waking up to it. But Uncle Go couldn't sleep through it. He even thought my dad was doing it to get back at him.
Then later, my father planted flowers that attracted bugs, which stung Uncle Jin.
Another time, my father got so wrapped up in singing with his friends that he accidentally trampled Uncle Go's flowers.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is making me start to sweat.
Yeah, it's a bunch of little misunderstandings that snowballed into a big grudge. But I remember Zoyan once saying that Uncle Jin actually likes the xiangbao Uncle Go made.
He does, but Uncle Jin's too proud to admit it. He's never even stepped foot in our shop. Honestly, though, my father's the same. It's frustrating.
Huh. Hearing all this, I have an idea. I think this may be exactly what's needed to help them finally make peace.
Do you mean, while telling the truth about the hoe, we should use it as an opportunity to help them see how they really feel about each other?
Exactly. Both of them have been too proud to back down, and they both believe the other is wrong. So why not use this to move things along? We reveal the truth about the hoe and clear up the old misunderstandings too.
Nikki's right. I want to try one more time, not just for me and Xian, but for my father and Uncle Jin. I want them to become real friends.
Me too, but just in case something goes wrong, maybe we should tell just one of them first and see how they react. If it doesn't go well, we might still have a chance to fix things.
I think Miss Xian is right. In that case, Nikki, who do you think we should tell first?
Let's tell Uncle Go first. After all, he was the one who wrongly accused Uncle Jin this time.
All right, and I'll talk to my father. Either way, come to my place tomorrow at noon, and I'll update you.
Wow, look at the crowd! See? Everyone else showed up on time while you were still at home dilly-dallying.
I did not. Besides, what could that loudmouth even have to say? Anyway, since we're all here, Gordo, if you've got something to say, spit it out.
This time, I misunderstood and wrongly accused you. I'm sorry.
You...
Also, here's this Shangbao as an apology. Don't worry, this one won't make you sneeze.
Uncle Jin, my father's always felt bad about the Xiangbao he gave you. He's been wanting to apologize, and this one is specially made by him. It's fully sneeze-proof.
You talk too much.
Between the apology and the gift, now I'm not sure what to say. All right, okay, it's not a big deal. And if we're being honest, I owe you an apology too. You see, it's my habit to warm up my voice in the morning. I didn't know you had to care for the flowers at night, and I wound up disturbing your sleep. That's my fault.
Uncle Go, after that, my father moved his singing further away, just so he wouldn't disturb your rest again.
Ah, my girl! Why are you selling your old man out like that?
Nikki, Miss Bai, thanks so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, Xian and I might have really given up this time.
And you really ought to thank them properly. And if you're gonna see Ziyan, do it with your head held high. She's a wonderful girl, and you better treat her right. If you don't, forget Uncle Jin. I'll be the one to set you straight.
Give it a rest. Lanhui is way more reliable than you ever were.
So you two already knew about me and Xian?
Stop giggling.
Hate turned into fate. It really happened.
It's a really good thing. Miss Bai, aren't you happy?
Of course I'm happy. It's just... I always thought changing a yin yuan was like rowing against the current, requiring tremendous effort and sacrifice. I never expected it could be resolved so smoothly.
Each yin yuan has its own rhythm, and new connections always bring unexpected changes. Sometimes without us even noticing, the threads that seemed broken are quietly mended.
Maybe you're right. Now that this matter is settled, Artist Nikki, where would you like to go next?
I want to visit Yoon's house.
Good idea. Yoon lost her father when she was young, and her mother passed away from illness not long after. Now, she's left with her elderly grandmother. It would be great if we could help her find her keepsake.
Yunyang, don't cry. Come here. Have you heard this old song? In the mountains, a pavilion. In the pavilion, a painting. In the painting, a mountain.
Grandmother, it's me, Yun. Not my mother. You forgot again.
Oh, it's you, Yun. Hey, I remember all of you. You're Nikki, the one who draws with sticks, and you're Bai, the one who dances so beautifully.
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, you must be busy with the Inuan festival, right? What brings you here? Are you feeling all right? I haven't been feeling myself lately, so I'm seeing fewer patients. I'm worried my diagnoses might be off too.
We're all fine. But Yoon, you look worn down.
Strange things have been happening at home. Objects have turned into ink. I'm sure you've both heard about it. That box, it was the last thing my mother left for me. That winter, my mother's health had already taken a turn for the worse. I was preparing medicine by the fire, but I nodded off. She came over and carried me back to my room. She kept murmuring about how she was worried about me, that she wanted to leave something behind for me. Before she passed, my mother gave me that box, making me swear not to open it until I was of age. I kept that promise in my heart. A few days ago, when the weather was clear, I was sorting through my medicinal herbs and decided to take the box out to clean it. But suddenly, it started to darken. Inch by inch, it turned to ink. And now, I can't open it anymore.
Losing someone and feeling their yin yuan fade, those memories turning to nothing. It's hard to bear.
But love doesn't fade when a person leaves. Yoon, your mother's love must have been much more than just a box.
Yes, that's right. Yunyang loves Yoon. Grandma loves you both. Don't cry, Yunyang. Oh, I mean, Yoon.
Thank you so much, Artist Nikki, Miss Bai. That's all I know. I'm not sure if it'll be of any help to you.
From what you've said, one thing has been made clear. Turning into ink has nothing to do with the weather, and doesn't follow a specific pattern.
I'd like to see the box with my own eyes. Maybe I can find a way to help you restore it.
Artist Nikki, you can you really restore it? Right now the box is in the clutter pile.
Huh? How could something so important be put in a clutter pile?
I'm ashamed to say, my mother never told me where the box was hidden. She only asked Auntie Chun to keep a few things for my future birthdays. Auntie Chun said the box wasn't with her, so I had no clue where it could be. While I was organizing my herbs, I happened to notice the moonlight shining on a corner of the clutter pile. Something seemed to be glowing. When I cleared the area, I saw it was a box.
What a coincidence.
Come to think of it, it's exactly the kind of thing my mother would do. When I was little, she used to take me up to the mountains to gather herbs. She liked to hide little items in the grass for me to find. Only this time, I failed to protect her dying wish.
Yun, don't worry. I'll do everything I can to restore this precious treasure.
Thank you, Artist Nikki. The box is behind the house. You'll spot it when you get close. Go ahead. I'll stay and comfort Grandma, then join. It really came back. Artist Nikki, I could never possibly thank you enough.
Yun, I'm not sure if it's just my imagination, but this box feels a bit too light.
Earlier, I had a feeling something was off. Yunyang was always so thoughtful. There's no way something that meant so much to her would have been left in a junk pile by accident.
I'm old enough now. Whatever the truth is, I have to open it and see for myself. So back then, it had already...
Yun, what does the letter say? So that's what happened. The gift your mother prepared for you was lost in the river back then. Her basket had already turned to ink.
She didn't have time to prepare another one. No wonder the box ended up in the clutter pile.
Seeing it this way, turning into ink, started long ago.
To be honest, I had already suspected as much. I just didn't want to believe it. Mother used to say that the moon can shine on the ones we miss. Once when I was very ill, she was so frightened that she held me all night by the window, whispering, "When Yun gets better, we'll go catch the moon." And now, it's like trying to grab the moon in a pool of water, a dream that slips away.
Even if it is just chasing the moon's reflection, if you don't try, how will you know? According to what Auntie Yu wrote in her letter, the gift might be easier to find in the moonlight. Why don't we go to the riverside tonight and try our luck?
But after all these years, wouldn't it be damaged by the water by now?
Yunyang went back to look for it. So it must have been something that could withstand water. If it was swept ashore or settled in one of the bends, maybe it's still there.
Yes. My mother once said she had to give up the search because of her health. But I can do it. No matter how many times it takes, I'll keep searching.
The only problem is, she never mentioned which side of the bridge it fell from. There are bends from both upstream and downstream.
Since Auntie Yu couldn't find it before, it might have drifted to an unexpected spot. Let's start by checking upstream.
Got it. I'll get ready too. Let's meet by the upstream side of the small bridge tonight.
山里有间亭，亭里有幅画，画里有座山，山中又见亭，亭里又有画， 画里又望山。
Artist Nikki, Auntie Trin came too. She heard about the box and wants to help. Thank you all so much. No matter what happens tonight, I'll always remember your kindness.
Don't worry about it, Yoon. You've helped so many in the village, so of course we'd be here for you when you need it.
Exactly. We're all from the same village, no need to thank us. And besides, your mother and I were like sisters. It's the least we can do. I could tell you've been worried about the box, and it's been weighing on my mind. I was ready to close up shop, just to stay by your side through this. Thankfully, Artist Nikki's amazing skills brought Yunyang's box back to us.
Auntie Chun, if you don't stop flattering me, my head will grow too big.
I know. If you ever need my help, say the word.
Perfect timing. I was going to ask you something. For this year's Yinyuan Festival, Ping gave me a Tuan Shan as a Yinyuan gift. It made me think, surely the memento Auntie Yu left for Yun must have a special meaning too. If we could work out what it looks like, it'd really help with our search.
A Tuan Shan. I first met Yunyang during a Yinyuan festival as well. Her Tuan Shan was swept away by the wind and happened to land right in my arms. When I ran after her to return it, she said, "The moon waxes and wanes, and people meet and part. If it fell into your arms, then it must be fate." Later, when she became really ill, she often said, "Tuan Shan looks just like the full moon. Someday, if you miss me, just look at the Tuan Shan and remember me." I always thought she'd leave that Tuan Shan to Yoon as something to remember her by. But in the end, she held my hand tightly and said that because her body was weak, she had to urge Yoon to grow up fast. She feared that if she died, Yoon would have nothing to lean on, so she wanted to leave something Yoon could take with her while practicing medicine, something to give her comfort and support. Thinking about it now, that must be it. But as for what it actually is, I'm not sure either.
It sounds like she left behind something Yoon could use in her medical work.
That's great! With this clue, we have a much better shot at finding it.
No time to waste. Let's split up and search. We'll check the riverbank. Maybe we can fish it out.
Huh? Am I seeing things? That fish over there looks really different.
Was the keepsake Auntie Yu left behind eaten by a fish? Let me try using my fishing ability to reel it in. Noodle, I caught it! I'm getting really good. Noodle, I caught it! Noodle, I caught it!
We fished it out! It looks like... mortar for grinding medicine?
Yun, I pulled this out of the river. Could it be what your mother left you?
This is... My mother used to grind herbs late into the night. Her tapping on the mortar was as soft as raindrops, and I'd always doze off at the table. When I woke, I'd see her under the moonlight, gently brushing my hair, her hands dusted in medicinal powder. She'd say, "Yun, be like this mortar, plain in form yet strong within. Blunt the sharp, soften the fierce. Grind down troubles and stay unshaken amidst the rain."
This small size, And those patterns. The shape is exactly the same as her old mortar. But isn't the color a bit different?
I recognize every fine line, each and every mark on it. Somehow, though, it looks steeped in moonlight. But I know I'm not mistaken. Maybe this really is what she meant to leave for me. A memento to keep with me.
I thought the same thing too. When I saw it gleaming in the water, it looked just like the reflection of the moon.
Fishing for the moon in the water. Mother, you always used to say, the moon speaks no words, yet it reflects countless thoughts. There was once a time when the rain felt endless, and I cried for the moon. You lit a lamp and held up a tunshan, casting a round shadow under the light. You soothed me by saying, "Look, the moon is right over here." It never truly left. I wonder, could it be that the moon is now watching me? Mother, if you've truly become that moon in the sky, please watch over me often. From now on, I'll take good care of myself. I won't live in sadness, making you worry. And if reincarnation does exist, then in the next life, I hope to become a pool of water on the moon. That way, I can nestle once again in your embrace.
They say when people leave, the yin-yuan they had vanished too. Perhaps Yunyang really did become the moon in the sky, just as she wished.
Even if someone is gone, it doesn't mean their Yinyuan disappears. Moonlight spans all across the world. Where hearts align, paths may yet entwine.
Now that this matter is settled, Artist Nikki, where would you like to go next?
I want to visit the Liu family. Xiaozhi has gone missing, and her parents must be terribly worried.
I've also searched along with the other villagers, but we came... We're here. This is the home of the family whose child went missing.
Ugh, that girl! You can't say a word without her storming off, and now she's run away from home.
Auntie Liu, please don't be so mad at Xiaozhi. Right now, the most important thing is finding her.
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, we've searched everywhere over the past few days, but we still haven't seen or heard anything from Xiaozhi. Nothing at all.
Xiaozhi. She doesn't seem like the type of child to disappear for days to make her parents worry.
Ugh. She's never run away before. Up to now, whenever she got upset, she'd just spend time with Mr. Cheng's son, Tian, tinkering around with who knows what. The other day, we thought she'd gone to see Tian like usual, but when dinner was ready and she still hadn't come home, we started looking. And we couldn't find her anywhere. Tian hadn't seen her either. Now her father and I are afraid something's happened to her out there. There have been cases where people just...
Hopefully, we're just overthinking it. Right now, we can only follow the small clues we have. Maybe they'll help us guess where Xiaozhi went.
Auntie Liu, before she went missing, can you try to remember if Xiaozhi said or did anything?
That morning, the three of us went to Artisan Cheng to ask him to repair Xiaozhi's umbrella. Everyone says, if there's rain, stay inside. From the wind, you must hide. If someone gets lost in the rain, even Long can't bring them back. She didn't take it seriously. We had to talk her into going with us. After the umbrella was fixed, instead of saying thank you, she argued with us and ran off. Of course, that evening it just had to rain. My heart's been in knots ever since.
Auntie Liu, when Xiaozhi left, did she have her umbrella with her?
Yes, of course. Artisan Chung fixed it and gave it right back to her. She wouldn't have gone out in the rain without it. She just wouldn't.
If that's the case, then why would she disappear? Miss Liu, did anything else strange happen that day?
Now that you mention it, there was something strange. That evening, we both heard someone knocking on the door. The knocking got louder and faster, so I rushed over and opened it. But when I did, there was no one there. Just a gust of wind and raindrops rushing in. It blew past me with a whoosh and chilled me straight to my bones. After that, we were so caught up with looking for her, we didn't even think to ask if anyone had come by and knocked on our door.
It was stormy. Maybe it was just the wind.
That must be it. Who would be running around in that kind of weather anyway?
Since it was raining that hard, maybe she found a place to wait out the storm.
Oh, I really do hope so. But it's been days, and not so much as a word from her.
Don't worry, Miss Liu. Miss Bai and I will help you look for her. The more people looking, the better the chances of bringing her back.
Thank you, Artist Nikki. You're such a good girl. Xiaozhi... She's such a good girl, too. I shouldn't have been so harsh with her. If you find her, please tell me right away. Her father and I... We won't scold her anymore. Just bring her home.
Xiaozhi's parents have searched relentlessly, but they still haven't found anything. If she didn't vanish in the rain, then where else could she have gone?
Maybe we should start by checking around Xiaozhi's house.
That makes sense. When we're done, we should ask the Liu family's neighbors and artisan.
Seems like she didn't talk with her parents.
Could be. She tried, but the closer someone gets to you, the easier it is to take them for granted.
Relationships need care. I hope we find her soon. Maybe they'll still have the chance to make things right.
Great idea. We've got to find Xiaozhi. Nikki, let's go check somewhere else for clues.
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, and Momo. Is there something I can help you with?
Actually, we're searching for Xiaozhi. Did you happen to see anything the day that she went missing?
Xiaozhi? Let's see. I did hear her arguing with Qian that day. She left in a huff. Now that I think about it, that was the last time I saw her. Actually, I was busy sketching scenes of different people for the Yingren festival that day. Maybe you can find her in one of the pictures I sketched. What do you think, Artist Nikki? You know what? Now that I think about it, that person came from Artisan Chung's place, and the figure matches her too. She didn't go far. In fact, I think she even doubled back. The weather wasn't great that day, and my father called me in for dinner. I really have no idea where Xiaozhi would have gone after that. I just really hope she didn't get caught up in that storm.
Do you know what sort of things Xiaozhi usually likes to do? Or where she likes to go?
As for where she might be now, I really don't know. I just know she played with Qian all the time, and he loved learning crafts from her. But as of now, even he doesn't seem to know where she's gone. Me? I'm almost always here, but she would only come by when her parents would bring her along. Her parents are really strict with her. They hardly ever praise her. Whenever they visit, they always tell her not to brag about her talents and to learn to be as humble as me. Over time, she just stopped talking around them altogether. She stopped visiting me, too.
Her parents wanted her to succeed, but they also never encouraged her. Not all kids are the same. Everyone's got their own strengths and weaknesses. If they'd taken more time to get to know the things she really cared about, maybe they'd see just how wonderful she really is. Anyway, thank you so much, Shu. Let's go search somewhere else for more clues.
Young or old, without an umbrella. Not even one of them ever come home. Are you here to buy an umbrella? This cursed rain. How many more people will it take?
But the weather outside is fine.
Artisan Chung, we're here to ask about Xiaozhi. We heard she was here to get her umbrella fixed before she disappeared.
On that day, the Liu family brought their child to me to fix her umbrella. So I coated it with a special ointment we craftsmen developed. Then the umbrella was completely waterproof, enough to withstand even that strange rain. You really can't afford to lose or break an umbrella. That cursed rain. Just waiting to snatch people caught without one.
Artisan Chung, have you ever actually seen someone get taken by the rain?
Not with my own eyes. But look at the state of my family. All thanks to the rain. 3 lives. People say it was a carriage accident. But how is that even possible? How could it take my family? 10 years ago, there was a brush artisan who vanished after a rainstorm. Back then, no one realized it was actually the rain. Then one rain after another, more and more people disappeared. Who knows who's next? Maybe you, maybe me, maybe everyone on Danqing Island.
But according to Mrs. Liu, you finished fixing Xiaozhi's umbrella and then she left with it. Even if the stories about the rain are true, with her umbrella, she shouldn't have been in danger.
That's true. I fixed it for her. But her mother thanked me, then started scolding her, telling Xiaozhi to be more obedient, to be more like Tian. We're neighbors, so I hear him bickering like that all the time. That day was no different. Xiaozhi got mad, talked back, then stormed off. While dealing with another customer, I saw Tian leave without an umbrella. I went after him and overheard the 2 kids arguing. Xiaozhi was furious. She smashed her umbrella while shouting at Tian to stop following her.
A child without an umbrella.
Oh no. If Xiaozhi didn't find shelter in time, she may have... Artisan Chung, did you hear what they were arguing about? Maybe she mentioned where she was headed?
I heard her say her parents didn't understand her. They want her to be someone else. Also, she said something like, if only kids could choose their parents. If they want someone else's kid so bad, then I should get to choose what parents I get. Once someone disappears in that rain, they never return. Tian really valued his yin-yuan with that girl. That's why I kept this umbrella. I thought it would make a good keepsake. But fan feathers have been hard to come by lately, so I haven't repaired it yet.
I just happen to have some fan feathers. You can use them to fix Xiaozhi's umbrella.
That way, we can keep out the rain. Artist Nikki, for now, keep the umbrella. When you can, please give it to Xiaozhi's parents. I don't know how to break it to them. Please, Take the umbrella to them and tell them that Xiaozhi won't be coming back.
Okay. Once we've uncovered the truth about Xiaozhi, we'll be sure to give them this umbrella.
Anyway, Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, when you're out and about, be sure to take an umbrella with you. After all, who knows what happened to those people before they disappeared? Or where they are now.
Shu's memories, and the umbrella from Artisan Chung. With these clues, we have enough for us to guess what happened to Xiaozhi that day. Xiaozhi was at odds with her parents and didn't play with the other children.
Because her parents always told her to learn from other people's children and rarely praised her. Xiaozhi may have tried to communicate, but she was always being ignored by her loved ones. So she acted naughty and mischievous, all to hide her pain.
Artisan Chung's son, Tian, might have been the only other kid who admired her.
It's because Tian saw Xiaozhi's strengths and learned craftsmanship from her.
However, that day her parents brought her to visit Artisan Chung to repair her umbrella. While flattering Tian, they told her to be more like him.
That must have been the last straw for her. In her parents' eyes, she wasn't even as good as Tian. She must have been furious.
And so, she had a big fight with her parents and stormed off. Although Tian chased after her, she took her rage out on him, discarded the umbrella, and ran away. And that evening, it rained.
According to Artisan Chung, without an umbrella, Xiaozhi disappeared, like so many before her.
Those who vanished and never returned.
Miss Bai, have those who disappeared really never come back?
No. As Artisan Chung said, the first person who disappeared went missing 10 years ago. Their chances of survival are very slim.
Maybe they just went somewhere that's difficult to find, and if we search hard enough...
What's the point in trying? When a yin yuan is broken, it's broken. Also, those who could travel through places such as that are long gone. Nikki, I can't continue to investigate Xiaozhi's situation with you. We'll meet again later.
Momo, let's go back to her house and see if we can figure out where she went.
Nikki, it looks like it's going to rain. Nikki, that cat that just passed by stopped making any sound.
The cat disappeared?
Those stories, they're real. Could the cat really have turned into ink in the rain?
I'm afraid the ink stain on the Liu family's door was left there 3 days ago by Xiaozhi.
Nikki, are you saying that the knocking sound that day...
Must have been Xiaozhi seeking shelter from the rain, but her parents didn't open the door in time, and she got soaked.
So when her parents opened the door, there was no one outside.
And Xiaozhi, inches away, turned into ink.
Nikki, we tell her parents about this?
Let me think. We owe them an explanation. Let's head to the Leo family's house.
Artist Nikki, do you have any news about Xiaozhi?
Artist Nikki, if you found anything, please tell us.
Mr. and Mrs. Liu, this umbrella is for you. What I'm about to say might be hard to hear. That day, Xiaozhi didn't have an umbrella. When the rain started, she tried to come home to take shelter from it. So, that knocking sound you heard was her trying to get in.
But when we opened the door, there was no one outside. My daughter, where did she go?
She didn't make it in time to avoid the rain and got soaked. Mr. and Mrs. Liu, the ink stain by the door is what was left after she disappeared.
Didn't make it in time. When we went to open the door, we were just one step too late.
My baby! It's all our fault. We shouldn't have said those things.
We didn't hear a knock because we were talking about how to stop belittling her in front of others.
The truth is, Xiaozhi had her strengths. All she really wanted was to be praised by you.
It's not that we didn't know. She showed us the ronghua she made. We thought she was very talented, just like her great-grandmother. We were just afraid she'd become too proud, so we never praised her.
That day when we came back home, we felt so bad. We realized we hadn't had a proper conversation with her in so long.
It was always us blaming her, or her blaming us. We planned to make it up to her when she came home. How could something like this happen? How could this happen? My baby. If I ever get a chance in the next life, I'll treat you with kindness. I'll make up for everything.
The things that turn to ink don't seem to be caused by the strange rain. There are still many... I hope Miss Sui brought an umbrella.
Don't worry about that. Let's just hurry over there.
Miss Sui!
Nikki.
Miss Sui!
Are you okay? What happened just now?
I think I just stepped into another realm. Everything looked like a painting, and I saw a long soaring through it. Could that have been the Inkville realm?
Another realm?
You saw Miss Sui turn into ink. It must have been terrible. In your shock, you may have just seen an illusion.
No, it wasn't an illusion. I know I saw it. The place resembled our village, yet it was an entirely different world. I saw it right where Miss Sui vanished. I think she, along with the other missing villagers, might have been drawn into that realm. I need to figure out how to get back in there and save them.
If that's true, we'll need to find the entrance to this place.
But it's already gone. Where can we look now?
Inside the painting. Wait, the kids by the village entrance often sing a nursery rhyme. In the mountains, a pavilion. In the pavilion, a painting. In the painting, a mountain. That sounds just like what I saw in the other realm.
That nursery rhyme has been around for generations, but only bits and pieces are still known. Maybe some of the elders remember the rest.
Granny Yao! She used to hum that rhyme. Maybe she remembers all the lyrics.
The thing is, Granny Yao is quite elderly. Her memory is touch and go. In her current state, we might not get much from her.
Miss Bai, could you keep an eye on her? When she's having a good day, she might remember the rest of the rhyme.
Well... all right. I'll keep an eye on her.
Thank you. We'll keep hunting for more clues. We have to find a way into that realm and rescue Miss Sui. And the others.